Yo, what's up guys, welcome back, next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So still top 16, left side of the bracket, so both these decks already lost their first match here. And as you know, like last times, left side means that you can only lose once, at least one more match, and then you will be out of the tournament. So both these decks already lost their match, I guess first match. And there's only a 2-year difference between both these decks, even though there's only 2 years. If you see, if you take a look at the votes, Spright definitely has the advantage, well, according to the people, right? People voted in the community tab. Spright having the clear advantage over going second Dinosaur, having access to Mystic Mine. And, you know, in like in hindsight, or pre this particular match, I was like, well, Mystic Mine is definitely one of those cards that it was relevant during the Spright tournament format, especially early Spright tournament format, where, you know, Mystic Mine was super important with Beat Cup and so on. Even though, well, then again, Dinosaurs only has access to one Mystic Mine. But we'll see how it goes. Dinosaurs obviously going second, so I went second. I want to, you know, obviously I want to go second, so I went second. This is definitely an okay hand, but again, I'm super relying on Dark Ruler. Imagine Dark Ruler against Spright, then the matchup could turn in, at least could turn out quite easy, but we'll see. So this is definitely a strong start. For Spright, and already having Smashers, I think, one of the few outs, if not the only out here, for a potential Mystic Mine, you know, if it wasn't for Toad, so there's no Toad. My hand is fantastic, but I didn't really see an option. I think here, the thing here is that there is always a potential Dark Ruler in the back of your mind, right? You can play around that. Sadly, there wasn't. So Extravagance did give me a couple of draws, but double misc wasn't enough unless I made a mistake. I don't think I was able to play this one differently. Sure, you could, you know, go for Oviraptor first and then try to force out a negation from your opponent, and then, you know, chain misc. Problem is that double misc will always have been negated. Plus, the thing here is that if you use misc preemptively, you kind of makes, or at least you could make your Oviraptor play much safer. As in, if your opponent has like double negation, you know, your opponent can just chain the second card on your misc to, you know, negate your Ovi, for example. But, you know, with the preemptive misc, that would not have been possible. Anyway, there are just far too many monster negations here from Spright. So again, nice comeback play for Dinosaurs, but problem here again, Spright having, it can go from one card to full, basically almost full combo. I'm not so sure if both Elf are already gone. I'm not so sure, I think so. So Toad has at least is at one negation, plus one set. So again, Extravagance for 6, and draw 2, draw another Gamma, that's not the best. And here I was like, this might be game. But thing here is that Toad is activated, and now, okay, you could definitely play around Gamma, and I think it was done because of the misc, right? Banish it from the graveyard, but Toad still activates, or has to activate its effect if you want to get something back from the graveyard. But long story short, it's not going to matter. Zeus hits the field even though it's only able to use its effect once, right? Yeah, as a card is destroyed. No top deck, sadly, so it's going well back and forth, but the deck, oh no, I was about to say the deck needs to top deck a monster, but Ronan has 100 attack, and that's just enough to attack for a game. So a really close one, but I think in this matchup, there were just far too many negations. Anyway, the Gamma here comes in clutch. Sadly, I have another Gamma in hand, but it's fine though. So let's see how this manages, or how this plays out. Sadly, I can't punish this play with the misc. Like here, definitely would have gone for normal summon, you know, Ovi, try to force out a negation if I had misc in hand. Sadly, I didn't. So let's see. A pass for Spright. So that tells me that they have a hand crab hands, probably. Setting care, I guess maybe you could keep Carrot in hand just in case if you draw another level 2. But again, like, you know, obviously they can see my hand, and we see my hand is not strong. At least not strong enough to OTK. So draw Fossil Dick, and I believe double Dolka, ah yes, must be nice. Thing here is that, okay, normal summon Oviraptor to search out misc. I'm going to set misc to the graveyard, and the preemptive DD Crow is going to banish misc. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for DD Crow, this probably would have been game already. Thing here is that even though I'm like, what is it, 5 cards ahead, maybe even more, I only have one negation, being the Imperm, and I think it was choose your poison, pick your poison, this particular move. I do up to negate Elf, because I think we knew that there was a starter, and starter blocks a potential Zeus. I mean, it's not going to matter in all honesty. Okay, it blocks the Zeus play, but Dark Ruler is always there. My next draw is going to be super important. So Toad is there, like you have Zeus on the other hand and Toad on the one hand. So anyway, Toad hits the field and I do draw a Fossil Deck, so that's a fantastic double deck. We know that there is the, what is it, the Spright that gives the Spright Honest. What's the name? I mean, it has been quite a while, you know which one I mean, the one that boosts the attack. So again, Misk, and the thing, yeah, we know it's there. The attack boost, so again, Dark Ruler no more, and this is again some standard plays. I think this is going to be the best board I can pump out. Finally going for Misk, baby. So having Pank for a potential interruption during their turn, having Baby plus Conductor during their turn is again superb. Dweller is okay-ish because it prevents a Toad from triggering now, plus it prevents Ronin Toad from using its effect. And we know that the level 2 Spright is there in hand, and again a Pank should deal with any top deck, same for Conductor, right? So this should be my duel, especially under Dweller. And yup, it is a long one, but a well thought one. Thing now is that obviously they let me go first, and this is an okay hand. Problem of this particular deck is that this is not high ceiling Dinosaurs, and with that I mean like the Scrap Raptor play and Chimera, you know, the Scrap lineup, etc. to end on Appaloosa and multiple negations, the Boral Savage. That's not this particular deck. So the best, I guess, this particular combo like Misk plus Baby could have done was, I don't know, maybe 1 negation, maybe 2 negations, Dolga Lagia Conductor maybe? Should actually try that one out. At least it's something like that, but that's not that strong, right? I mean, it's okay, but you know, a deck, especially if you're going first against a deck that has half of its deck hand traps, you're definitely not going to resolve Misk plus Baby, especially with the deck having access to triple DD Crow. So as I said before, I think my only top deck here is a Dark Ruler, but I'm not sure. A starter. Boy, imagine having Dark. I mean, are you really going to snipe the Sprites? What is it called? The Sprite starter? Potentially risking Dark Ruler? I'm not so sure. I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, I didn't have the cards, so it is what it is. So go second, and not the hand you want to have. This is not the hand you want to have. Double Conductor, only 2 in the main deck. Extravagance is okay. So again, the 6th card needs to be a Dark Ruler, like those Dark. Where are though? Where are they? So crappy. So let's see how this plays out. So again, a standard, I guess, opening move for Spright. I guess Spright starter. No. What is it? You know, the one that banishes, right? So use Extravagance, that runs into Toad. I guess that kind of makes sense. Prevents me from drawing more chances to give me, you know, the chance to draw Dark Ruler. So go for Ovi, let's see if there's any form of negation. There is, so Toad is getting reward. Problem is that I don't have any non-dino in hand or non-dino in graveyard, and of course Misk being banished, being negated by, you know, red carrot play eventually. Another Sprite Elvis hitting the field, and this, I think this is OTK. Jet hits the field. I think I said this bluff, I think so. This is so powerful, right? Ronin giving the deck more level 2s on field. And this should be game, no? Like, some damage. Toad attacking over Ovi, small damage here. And yeah, Smashers is getting activated on my set, being a bluff. I guess, well, I could have, you know, kept the pill in hand or double evolution in hand. I mean, you're probably, you know, use your Smashers on the Ovi and then attack for a game, so I don't think it mattered. So even though there were some slight potential, or there were some chances for Dinosaurs, one of its strongest cards, being Dark Ruler, needed to be drawn more, far more, compared to, I think, the one time, and when was it, game number 2, later in the, you know, the particular duel or game. So it is what it is. Next matchup, we have Kindle Undead from 2008/9. We are going to take on, with, at least that deck is going to take on Clownblade. So again, feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, Riddim signing out. Peace.